Bryan Okwara has once again gotten fans talking after a simple but interesting note about forever love began attracting attention online. And this time, the big question on everyone's mind is, who exactly will be Bryan Okwara's forever love? For years, fans have watched Bryan build his career, appear in different movies and projects, and maintain a level of privacy when it comes to his personal life. So whenever anything connected to love, marriage, or relationships comes up around his name, people immediately become curious. The phrase, "who will be my forever love," has now become the kind of statement that naturally makes people wonder whether Bryan is simply expressing his thoughts about love or whether there is a deeper message behind it. Of course, there is no confirmed announcement identifying a particular woman as his forever love, and that is exactly why fans have started interpreting the situation in different ways. Some people believe the statement could simply reflect Bryan's desire to eventually find someone who genuinely understands him, supports his ambitions, respects his personality, and is willing to grow with him. Others have connected the conversation to the different female actresses he has worked with over the years, especially because fans sometimes develop strong attachments to on-screen pairings and begin imagining that the chemistry they see on screen could become something real in real life. But there is an important difference between what happens in movies and what happens behind the cameras. An actor can have amazing chemistry with a co-star without the two people being romantically involved in real life. That distinction is something fans sometimes forget when a particular pairing becomes popular. Bryan's situation is interesting because his calm personality and successful career naturally make people curious about the kind of woman he would eventually choose to spend his life with. Would she be another actress? Would she be someone completely outside the entertainment industry? Would she be someone he has known privately for years but has never introduced publicly? Nobody can answer those questions unless Bryan himself decides to reveal them, and that uncertainty is what keeps the conversation alive. Fans have also started revisiting some of Bryan's previous appearances and interactions with female colleagues, looking for clues about who could potentially fit the description of a forever partner. A simple smile, a friendly conversation, a behind-the-scenes picture, or good chemistry in a movie can suddenly become evidence for online speculation, even when there is no actual confirmation. This is how celebrity shipping usually begins. Viewers become emotionally invested in a pairing, they enjoy watching the two people together, and eventually they begin hoping the relationship continues outside the movie. Bryan Okwara has experienced this kind of attention before, particularly when fans connect him with actresses he has shared memorable scenes with. But being frequently paired by fans does not automatically mean the actors are dating or planning to get married. It is better to view those conversations as fan speculation unless the people involved confirm something themselves. What makes the idea of forever love even more interesting is that forever is not simply about attraction. A lasting relationship requires friendship, trust, communication, patience, respect, emotional maturity, and two people who genuinely want the same future. If Bryan is truly thinking about finding his forever love, then the person he eventually chooses will likely have to be someone who understands the demands of his career and can appreciate him beyond the public image people see on social media. Fame can make relationships complicated because every interaction can be analyzed by strangers, every photograph can become a headline, and every friendly moment can create a new rumor. So, for someone in the public eye, finding a person who can handle that attention may be just as important as finding someone they love. This is why fans should not rush to choose Bryan's forever partner for him. People can enjoy their favorite pairings, support their favorite actors, and talk about the chemistry they see on screen, but the final decision about who becomes a person's life partner belongs to that person. Bryan may already know what he wants, or he may still be figuring it out. He may be focused on his career, personal growth, family, or simply living his life without allowing public pressure to determine his relationship choices. Sometimes celebrities are constantly asked when they will marry, who they are dating, and whether a particular co-star is special to them, but love does not operate according to a public timetable. The right relationship can happen when two people are ready, not simply because fans want it to happen. That is why the question, "who will be my forever love?" can be viewed from another angle. Instead of immediately asking which actress Bryan will end up with, fans can ask what kind of relationship he hopes to build. Perhaps he wants someone who gives him peace rather than pressure. Perhaps he wants a partner who understands his dreams and encourages him to become better. Perhaps he wants someone who can separate the actor from the man and appreciate Bryan for who he is when the cameras are turned off. These are the qualities that can make a relationship meaningful beyond social media speculation. And honestly, this is where the conversation becomes much more interesting. Fans may have their favorites, but Bryan is the person who knows what his heart actually wants. If he eventually introduces someone as the woman he wants to spend forever with, that announcement will probably attract massive attention because people have already become curious about his love life. Until then, every rumor should remain exactly what it is, a rumor. Every fan theory should remain a theory, and every on-screen pairing should be appreciated as entertainment unless the actors themselves say otherwise. For now, the identity of Bryan Okwara's forever love remains unknown, and that mystery is what has fans watching closely. One thing is certain though, whenever Bryan decides to speak publicly about the person he truly wants to build a future with, many people will be paying attention. Whether his forever